Hi, welcome to Eastern Shore Outdoors. Today we're going to show you how to breast a goose. Today was the opening day of goose season on the Eastern Shore. A wildfowl ninja and I went out today. We each got our limit of 2, so we've got 4 geese here, 2 over here. But I want to show you first what we're going to do. We've got wonderful buck 102, excellent knife for this. Nice, kind of like a caping knife, kind of a nice thin blade. So what you want to do is first of all, you need to get all of the feathers off, right? You've got a lot of feathers, and then all the down underneath that you can see. This is what's in those lovely pillows you have. But so you'd want to just go from the bottom upward and just start taking that out, right? And so you want to expose from where the top of the breastbone is down to the down underneath, and you can feel the rib cage, and you take it all off. So then what you have is you have the skin, like you see here. And sometimes when you're taking off the feathers, you might tear the skin a little bit, but that's okay. One thing you want to make sure of is if there's any shot that you see that's entered into the skin, after you've taken the breast out, you see if you can identify where that is and try to take it out. So the first thing I do is I find where the bone is, and then I'll slice right along the bone and expose the breast. And then what I want to do is I want to get a nice, basically pull up on the breast, on the skin, and then I am cutting underneath of it. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get there. You can see that there's a layer of fat, a fat membrane. If you can just slice the fat membrane, then it just starts peeling back. You can see that peels back pretty nicely. And then I just keep slicing. I might hit some of the breast, and that's okay. So I just keep, because with this guy, this is a big bird here. There's a fair amount of meat on this breast. You'll see when I take it out. I usually try to, with breasting, you can cook obviously you can have it plucked and you have the whole goose you could eat for your Christmas goose, but I think that it's usually about 85% of the meat is in the breast, so I just like breasting it. It's easy to do. Then afterwards I'll put it in some water and I'll take it inside and I'll brine it. I'll let it marinate or sit in the brine, salt water, like a tablespoon of salt in cold water with all of the breasts. And then what I'll do is I'll let that sit for even upwards of 24 hours. Take it out. Then a lot of times I'll use different types of marinades and just let it sit and marinate for a while. So what I'm doing is I'm peeling it back, getting down. I can feel the end of the bone with my knife, tip of my knife, get my hand in behind it. And then what I've got is always not the prettiest. And there's some extra cutting you've got to do to get this out of there. It's attached to down here it's attached in towards the shoulder joint. Cut it out. So there's one side. Very high in protein, super lean. So then what I'll do is I'll just put this in here, wash it off a little bit. Remember, you always want to wash your hands beforehand and afterhand a bunch of times because you're dealing with raw poultry. Then what I would do is I flip it around and start on the other side. You can see I still left, there's a little bit of meat on there. I'll cut it off, put it also in there as I can use that as a, slice this off, a little piece. It's a nice little, that's what I end up after I've cooked it. I slice it thin, that way you can see if there's any shot in it. That's pretty much it. Then I'd work the other side. Remember, you want to peel back on the skin, cut it along the fat membrane, put your hand underneath it, and cut on the bone, and it'll pretty much just peel right out. Thank you very much for joining us on Eastern Shore Outdoors. Safe shooting, and please let me know if you have any comments. Thank you.